Guys, a great pulled pork sandwich with a little Chipotle coleslaw is awesome for a game day food. And so that's what we're working on today. We got our championship barrel fired up for a little pork butt. So if you're with it, let's get it. So that's right, guys, today we're getting into pulled pork here. We're gonna make us a pulled pork sandwich with a smoky Chipotle coleslaw. So let's get into this recipe. All right, so here we've got our pork butt, and this one is a bone-in pork butt I got from my local grocery store, my HEB, and we're gonna go ahead and get it seasoned up. Now today I'm gonna be using 3 different rubs, all of them from Uncle Steve's Shake. First, we're gonna start off with our SPG. So I'm just going to get a good layer of this on here. And again, I go with my SPGs first because of the pepper content and the fact that they're bigger granules, and they'll have a harder time sticking if I have all the smaller granule rubs on first. So I go with the bigger stuff first, and then we'll come back with the smaller. So anyway, first layer on is going to be our SPG, and we don't have to worry about going super heavy right now because we are going to actually re-season this later once we have this at a later part of the cook. All right, so our second layer from Uncle Steve is going to be the sweet and spicier, and so we're going to get that on simply because today we're going for a sweet and a spicy flavor profile for this pork, and this works out fantastic for it. All right, so that's going to be our second layer. And our third and final layer, again from Uncle Steve's Shake, is going to be that smoke bomb. Now that smoke bomb has an excellent smoky flavor to it. And so we really do enjoy smoke bomb around here. And so those are going to be the 3 layers, guys, that we're going to get put on this pork butt. Now I am going to get the other side of this pork butt rubbed up, and then we'll be able to get this on the grill. So let me show you how I got the grill lit up here. Now today we are using our Pit Boss Champion barrel, and I'm going to be running it along with harder charcoal, lump charcoal, and this is the medium-sized charcoal that we're using today. And I just put this charcoal into my charcoal basket, and we put some post oak wood chunks in, and that's all we did to get this thing fueled up. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get this pork butt put on. Now, as you can see, we did install a water pan there, and that's going to be for a couple of reasons. It's going to be to help keep the grill clean, obviously. And then secondly, it's just going to be able to control some of the temperature, give us some humidity in here. I just have water in there, so as that heats up, it will provide some moisture inside this cooking chamber, and it's all good. Now you'll see our smoke is rolling right now, and we do have a little bit of white smoke, and I'm not concerned about that right now simply because I'm going to utilize some of this dirty smoke to fortify the smoke flavor into this meat. Now we're not going to let this dirty smoke here, white smoke if you will, run very long. Probably within the first hour or so. It should be cleaned up here actually in the next 30 minutes or so, but we're not going to let it go more than maybe an hour or so, but we're going to utilize that dirty smoke to really get some good smoke flavor into this pork butt on the front side of this cook. And guys, we're going to close up this grill, and I'll bring you back here in a little while. All right, so we've been rolling here for about 40 minutes, and as you can see, our smoke has definitely cleaned up quite a bit there, and that's what we were looking for. Now we're running our grill here at 225 degrees. So you can see right now we're at 221, so we're looking pretty good there. And just to give you kind of a peek here, that is what our pork butt is looking like so far. So we're coming along nicely. We're gonna get this closed back up. And guys, we're just gonna let this thing roll here. We're probably not gonna look at this here for another probably 4 or 5 hours. So I'll see you then. Guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Alton, aka the Dawgfatha, and this is Barbecue Boulevard, where my aim is to help elevate your backyard grilling game. Now, if you're enjoying what you're seeing here, or at least finding some value in what you're seeing here, please consider giving me that thumbs up and subscribing to the channel and enable that bell so you get notified every time we upload a video to this channel. All right, so let's get back to this cook. All right, so to make this simple and easy coleslaw dressing here, We've got some mayonnaise here. Now, this is probably about 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise. To that, we're gonna add a little bit of apple cider vinegar here. A couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Gonna give a little squirt of Dijon mustard here. Not a lot. Now we've got some Chipotle powder here. All right, guys, so we're gonna add just a little bit of that. This is gonna make it be a nice smoky Chipotle coleslaw. And then we got a little sugar. Now I'm just gonna add a little bit as we go here because I don't want to put too much in it, but I don't want it to be, you know, not enough. So we're gonna adjust it as we go. Now for the salt pepper element of it, we're again gonna come back with this SPG from Uncle Steve. So we're gonna add a little bit of that in there. And we're gonna give this a mix. And guys, as I said, as you're making your dressing here, feel free to taste it and adjust your flavors. Add a little more sugar, add a little more Chipotle, salt and pepper, whatever you need to get it to where you want it to be. Okay, now I feel like I've got my coleslaw dressing right where I want it to be. I've got the sweet, I've got a little heat here from the Chipotle. And so this is perfect for me. Okay, so here we've got our coleslaw mixture. Now we've got our dressing that we just made. So we're just simply gonna put this in here. And now all we're gonna do is mix this through. All right, guys, and now there you go. We've got our coleslaw all nicely dressed. And I have it lightly dressed. Obviously, you can make more of the dressing if you want it a lot more dressed and more creamy. This is gonna be great with this pulled pork, just like it is. All right, guys, we're a little over 4 hours into this cook. And again, we're rolling right now at 225. We're at actually 234. And yeah, this is what our pork butt is looking like. And all I'm doing is just taking a look to see how well we're coming along. My bark is set, meaning the rub is not scratching off when I'm rubbing my fingernail on it. I can see it's cooking a little hot here on the end. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spritz it. Now in my spritz bottle here, I've just got some apple cider vinegar, a little bit of honey, and some water. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and spray some onto the top of this pork butt. I'm not too concerned about it cooking too fast right now. I think we're looking okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and get a good spritz all around this pork butt here. And I'm gonna close it up and I'm gonna keep it going, and I'll bring you back here probably in a couple of hours. But anyway, 4 hours and 10 minutes into this cook, and this is what we're looking like. All right, guys, so since it's football season and we're working on a good sandwich for football Sunday or Saturday, it makes me want to ask you guys, what is your favorite type of sandwich whenever you're entertaining for the football game? Pop it in the comment section down there and let's talk about it. All right, so we just hit our 8-hour mark here on this cook and everything is looking great. All I've done since the last time you were here is, you know, every so often I would come out and spray it, you know, with our spritz. And this is what we're looking like now. And I think it's got a great color to it. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Now, before I wrap it, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of poke around and see how it's feeling. And obviously it still has quite a ways to go. We're only at 153 degrees there because I know somebody's gonna ask what's the temperature. So plenty of juice popping out of there, but yeah, 160. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing wrapped up, and yeah, let's get it off the grill and get it wrapped. All right, so now we got this on our foil here, and as you can see, obviously we will be wrapping it in foil. And so I'm just gonna spritz it down here a little bit. I'm gonna put some more rub over top of it. And this is gonna be all 3 of our rubs, guys. We're gonna put all 3 of our rubs on here. All right, and at this point, we're just gonna wrap it up tightly. All right, and this is fat cap up still. All right, so our pork butt is now wrapped up nice and tight. We do still have the fat cap facing up, and it's gonna go back on the grill. All right, so on the grill we go. Now at this point, we're gonna go ahead and kick up our temperature. I failed to mention earlier, I did kick up my temperature from 220, 225 or so to 250. And now I'm gonna maintain a temperature between 275 and 300. For any of you guys that may be new watching this video, at this point, all we need is the heat. We've done all the smoking we need to do. We just need the heat to tenderize or break down this pork butt. So if you don't wanna keep fooling with your fire, feel free to take this and pop it in your oven until it gets to the tenderness. So we've got this on the grill. We're kicking up our temperature, 275 to 300 or so. And the next time you see this, we're gonna be pulling it apart. All right, so let's close it up and I'll see you guys in a while. Hey gang, do you listen to barbecue podcasts? Well, if you do, come check us out on the Black Smoke Barbecue Podcast. We've got some phenomenal guests that's appearing on our show, and I think you're gonna enjoy it. And alongside of that, we've got Harder Charcoal as one of the official sponsors of the Black Smoke Barbecue Podcast. So come check us out, the Black Smoke Barbecue Podcast. All right, so here we are the next day. We smoked this pork butt yesterday. I took about 11 hours to smoke this. I did it nice and slow there. Started off at 225, went up to 250, eventually finished off between 275 and 300. And we just let that go until we got to the tenderness. Now, once we got it off the grill, I actually put it in my food warmer where I kept it overnight. And now, like I said, here we are the next day. So let's check out this pork butt. All right, so let's get the foil off of this thing. And there we go, guys. Man, it smells phenomenal. All right, let's get this out of here so we can get this pulled apart. Always a great sign when you can pull that bone away clean, right? There you go. All right, so here we go. We're just gonna pull this thing apart just like so, shred it up. And this is gonna make some excellent sandwiches, man, I'm telling you. I don't know if you could pick that up there, but we got a nice little smoke ring here. So we did okay with this this cook. Again, we cooked this for, we smoked it for about 11 hours, 225, 250 up to 275 to 300, finished it off to tenderness. And then I pulled it off and rested it down to about 155 degrees before I put it into my food warmer and let it rest overnight. And now here we are. All right, you can see that pulling apart nicely on us here. So I'll tell you what, guys, I'm gonna finish getting this pulled apart and we'll be able to make some sandwiches with it. Okay, so here we've got the pork all pulled apart here. And what I wanna do is I wanna come back and I wanna re-season a little bit. And so we're gonna add some more of that Uncle Steve's shake, sweeter and spicier. So we're gonna add some more of that in here. We're gonna add some more of the smoke bomb into it. And a little SPG. And we'll go ahead and get that mixed up. Now you could absolutely add your barbecue sauce here or pulled pork sauce, whatever flavor profile you want to go for. I think I'm going to leave it without any sauce on it because we're going to make sandwiches with it and we'll be able to add our sauce onto the sandwich. So, all right, so I think we got this season right where we want it to be here. And so let's make some sandwiches with it. All right, so let me show you how we're gonna make this sandwich here. All right, so we're gonna get us a generous amount of pork here and get that onto this bun just like so. Now remember, we made this coleslaw yesterday, so it's had ample time to get all of its flavors together. So this is gonna go on here as well. So this is gonna be fantastic. So we're gonna put our coleslaw right over top. This is gonna be one messy bite, guys, and I'm here for it. All right, so now we've got a barbecue sauce here that we're just gonna get drizzled right across the top there. And we're gonna get our lid put back on. And now we've got our sandwich, guys. Look at that. All right, we gotta go in for the taste test. All righty, guys, that's what we're working with, so cheers. So guys, that is an excellent sandwich. The smokiness definitely we achieved coming into this pulled pork. I think the dirty smoke at the very beginning of it really did fortify those flavors. It doesn't have that acrid flavor or anything like that, but it's got a nice smoky flavor to it. Nice little smoke ring there. We got the sweet from the coleslaw, from the barbecue sauce. We got the heat from that Chipotle. this is a winner, guys. You got to try it for your next football party. But hey, if you enjoyed what you saw here, make sure you check out what I got right there. Click on that subscribe button, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. I'm out. Pulled pork sandwich, baby.